What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Crystal Palace Liverpool post-match analysis and reaction video, and we will look at all the negatives and positives about this Liverpool performance. This was a fairly dull, really uninspiring, really disappointing Liverpool performance and result, and there were a couple of very unlucky and infuriating moments, and the reason why I'm so mad is why on earth is a 37-year-old James Milner and 32-year-old has-been Jordan Henderson, who is absolutely finished at the very top level as a Liverpool starter. I said months ago that Henderson shouldn't be playing in this Liverpool side, but because Liverpool have so many, tired players after the insane amount of pressing that Liverpool did against Real Madrid, we had to rotate the team. Bajcetic started the previous 3 games, so he had to come out of the side. Fabinho was starting the previous 2 games as well, so he had to come out of the side. And Naby Keita had to be even subbed off at half-time because he picked up a yellow card and he also made 2 other fouls that Jurgen Klopp was worried that Naby Keita would get a red card. And we have won the previous 7 games at Crystal Palace under Jurgen Klopp. This is the only ground where Jurgen Klopp has a 100% win ratio, I think, out of a 7 out of 7, a brilliant record. But it was about to come to an end, and it was this season where Liverpool are just absolutely shockingly bad. This was another great opportunity to make up ground on Tottenham and Newcastle, and Liverpool failed miserably. Mo Salah hits the bar, I think, with a brilliant effort, and he had a couple of other chances. Mo Salah in top form buries at least one of those chances and we win the game 1-0. But fair play to Crystal Palace, they defended really resolutely, albeit Liverpool didn't throw a lot of danger at Crystal Palace's way, and Mateta hits the bar, and if it wasn't an out of form Mateta who the chances fell to, Liverpool could have lost today. Zaha was injured, so he couldn't play, but if the chances that Crystal Palace had, the best chances, if it falls to Zaha or another informed player, then Crystal Palace could have scored 1 or 2 goals as well. But my most infuriating moment came when Trent Alexander-Arnold was about to score a brilliant free kick into the top corner. The ball is curling into the top corner. The goalkeeper, Gaita, is rooted to the spot. He's just watching where the ball is going to end up, and Henderson gets hit in the head by the free kick. Henderson heads it out. Instead of Liverpool scoring and being 1-0 up, Henderson heads the ball out because he couldn't be bothered to duck properly under the ball. He was running in the way where Trent was putting his free kick, and surely this was practiced on the training ground. Jordan Henderson was standing next to the wall blocking the Crystal Palace players, and then Henderson, instead of just staying there, so there is this corner where Trent is curling the ball into, and instead of Henderson just staying there blocking the Crystal Palace players, he starts to run away, and as the ball is curling, it hits Henderson in the head. Absolutely infuriating, and I don't like Jordan Henderson at all. He has done brilliant things for Liverpool, but he has fallen off so massively this season, just like Fabinho, just like Trent Alexander-Arnold, just like Joe Gomez. Even Andy Robertson is a shadow of his former self, and this Liverpool team is the team of the past. So don't judge this current Liverpool team that Jurgen Klopp is building on this game, because James Milner hopefully will not be at Liverpool next season. Jordan Henderson hopefully will not be at Liverpool next season. But I'm really worried because Liverpool, every week it looks like we are needing 5 or 6 players. In the previous few months before the World Cup, Liverpool looked like they need 2 or 3 world-class players. Now it looks like we need 4 or 5 or 6, and I wasn't expecting a great Liverpool performance, because after the Real Madrid game I'm sure the Liverpool players' confidence were absolutely shot, and we also exerted a lot of energy against Real Madrid. Even though we didn't get the rewards for it, we had one of our most intense games in the first half, and Liverpool actually did a good first half against Real Madrid apart from the defending mistakes. But then, Liverpool have another penalty game when Cody Gakpo goes through. He chips shoots the goalkeeper and then he gets taken out by the goalkeeper cleanly. The referee doesn't give anything, VAR doesn't give anything. And of course we missed a lot of the players that Liverpool's future will be built on. Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, Ibrahima Konate, Stefan Bajcetic, and also Jota and Bobby Firmino are not match sharp at all. And also Salah is out of form. Cody Gakpo is still finding its feet. Thiago is missing, who is one of the best at moving the ball quickly. So I will not judge the Liverpool side on this current team that played against Crystal Palace, because as I said, this is the team of the past. Probably Milner and Naby Keita will not be at Liverpool next season. I really hope Jordan Henderson will not be at Liverpool next season. But I think Liverpool actually played a pretty okay first like 30 minutes. But after that, the mistakes started creeping in. And it was a very even game after the first 30 minutes. Both teams had chances. So a draw, I think, is a fair result. Liverpool didn't deserve to win the game because we didn't do enough in front of goal to justify winning the game. And this is another 2 points dropped. The only positive that I can take from this game, apart from this Liverpool team is the team of the past and we should be building a team for the future. And with Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Gakpo, Jota and maybe even Firmino next season, maybe he gets a contract extension or not. I would keep him around just to save some money for to be a squad player on reduced wages. It's a no-brainer to sign Firmino to another contract. But if Diaz is back and firing on all cylinders, and Jota and Salah and Gakpo and Darwin Núñez, that's a really good front line. And Liverpool's defense also with Konate if he gets back fit, but with Konate and Van Dijk on paper, Liverpool have a really rock solid centre-back partnership. But my problem with Konate is that more and more with every season it looks like he's also injury prone, because now he missed about a third of the Liverpool games since he played for Liverpool first, since we signed him, and that's an injury prone player by definition. Trent Alexander-Arnold needs a massive kick up the backside. He needs a proper right back to challenge him, and I also don't understand. We have a perfectly good backup right back in Tsimikas. Why are we not playing him when Robertson has to start 3 games in a row in a week? Why not give him a breather? Why not give Tsimikas a game? Why not give Tsimikas a run out and just give Robertson a break? Because Liverpool were coasting and they didn't look bothered against Crystal Palace, and that's very, very worrying that we didn't up the tempo in the second half when we needed a goal. It looks like most Liverpool players looked like they couldn't be bothered to be playing football, and they were wishing they were anywhere else but on the pitch. The way I think many of us see it is that 3 midfielders and 2 centre-backs is an absolute minimum in the summer transfer window. Joao Matip is finished, Joe Gomez is finished, so Konate and Van Dijk I would keep, sell the other 2 and sign 2 other really, really good centre-backs. Guardiola from Leipzig would be one that I would sign, and maybe sign another player. And given the quantity and the quality that's required to make Liverpool a title challenging team again, and to make Liverpool, play Champions League football regularly and be contenders to play for the Champions League trophy actually, you are probably looking at spending 200, 250, maybe even 300 million pounds. Do you have any confidence that under these owners, Liverpool will be given that amount of money? Do you have any confidence in FSG that they will give Jurgen Klopp 250 million at least in the summer transfer window? Or 200 million is a bare minimum? I mean, if you sign Bellingham and Guardiola, that's 200 million already. Bellingham 120, Guardiola 70-80 million, that's 200 million. But you need a lot more to rejuvenate this Liverpool team. So I'm really, really worried that the owners won't back Jurgen Klopp properly in the transfer market, and then I think a lot more people should criticize these owners and should demand the owners to sell the club to owners who have more ambitions than Liverpool finishing in mid-table, because at the moment Liverpool were playing like a mid-table side against Crystal Palace, and that's very, very painful to see, because we have been used to 90+ point seasons. And yes, I know Liverpool fans have been spoiled in the past few years. But the fall from grace is absolutely incredible. The contrast from last season to this season is just the difference is too big. Last season we were up there, and this season we are like around here and going like this. It's not good enough. It's not acceptable. It's an absolute disgrace. Liverpool put up these performances. The only other positive that I can take is that now that's I think 4 clean sheets for Liverpool in the Premier League in the previous 5 games, and our 3rd clean sheet in a row. We haven't kept 3 clean sheets in a row in the league since the start of the season, and maybe even in the middle of last season. That was the last time Liverpool kept 3 clean sheets in a row, and that's a really good, really positive that we are getting back to the basics of defending resolutely. But now let's hope we can get Darwin Núñez back. The next 3 games is absolutely massive for Liverpool. Wolves at home, Man United at home, Bournemouth away. We have to get 9 points out of that. Minimum 7 points. We have to beat Wolves and Bournemouth, and maybe a draw against Man United would be fine if we win the other 2. But if we lose to Man United and if we don't beat Wolves or Bournemouth, then the top 4 will be pretty much gone, because I expect Tottenham to kick into gear. I expect Newcastle to get out of their slump. Newcastle play the League Cup final against Man United. I hope they win, because I can't stand Man United winning any trophies. But I really hope that Liverpool can get their finger out and start winning games properly. And Luis Diaz can't come back soon enough. Konate can't come back soon enough. Hopefully Darwin Núñez will be okay for the next game, because we are a completely different team with Darwin Núñez. He's the most entertaining player right now in this Liverpool team. And with him missing, the game was really boring, really dull to watch. And I don't know why I do this to myself, but I keep re-watching that Henderson blocking Trent's free kick. And Henderson doesn't even sprint out of the way. He sidesteps a couple of times to get into literally the worst position from an attacking point of view, because that's where you shouldn't be. That's where Trent Alexander-Arnold is exactly aiming the free kick, and instead of ducking under the ball, he jumps up. I don't understand. What was he thinking in that moment? He was probably not thinking, the dumbass that he is. I'm sorry to call Liverpool's captain that, but it just makes me so mad. We can't even do the basic things right. Sometimes Jurgen Klopp was so annoyed at Henderson in his post-match press conference. He even mentioned it. And you can build this team around Alisson, Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson, Trent, Diaz, Núñez and Salah going into next season. But the midfield needs replacing entirely. You have to change the tactical approach slightly as well. It's gone stale, and this intensity doesn't fix the lack of basic ability on the ball. Milner, Henderson, they are not good on the ball. Fabinho, not good on the ball, and they don't have the legs to run back. Also, Henderson is supposed to be great at defending. He didn't make a tackle against Crystal Palace. Bajcetic came on for like 6 minutes and he made 1 tackle in that 6 minutes. Henderson played for what, 70, 75, 80 minutes, or maybe even the full game, I don't know. And he didn't make a tackle. I just don't understand. Like, Henderson, get out of my Liverpool side. I'm just so disappointed that he has fallen off so massively. I mean, and he is supposed to be a great leader. If it was the other way around, can you imagine? Henderson trying to score with a free kick, Trent is blocking his free kick with his head. Henderson would absolutely scream at Trent and berate him and really go mad at him. And the other way round, Trent doesn't probably want confrontation with Henderson, so he doesn't scream and shout, "What the hell are you doing? Get out of the way." But he should, because Henderson just blocked a certain goal from going into the goal. I just don't understand. And also Trent's body language, and to be fair, half of the Liverpool players' body language is really worrying me. What is going on at Liverpool behind the scenes? Because this is not a happy and united dressing room. This is not a team, and these are not players who are absolutely putting their bodies on the line, trying their absolute maximum and the absolute best at every game of football. And that's the bare minimum at Liverpool. If you pull on the Liverpool shirt, you absolutely have to work 100%. and work so hard. You leave everything out of them on the pitch, and the Liverpool players currently don't look like they are playing for Jurgen Klopp, and they don't look like they really are giving their absolute maximum to the Liverpool cause, and that's unacceptable in my opinion. And this is on the players as much as it is on Jurgen Klopp sometimes not selecting the right formation, the right tactics, the right team shape, the right substitutions. You can criticize Jurgen Klopp for that, but you also must criticize the players, because half of these Liverpool players are not playing anywhere near their maximum. They are playing at 50, 60, maybe even 70% maximum, but last season they gave 90, 95, 100% in like all of the games almost. And this season it has been a massively fallen off. What I also don't understand is, why is Fabio Carvalho not getting a game? Why is he sitting on the bench for months, not even getting subbed on? Why did we buy him then, when we are not developing him? I don't understand. This Liverpool midfield, I would have started Carvalho next to Henderson, and I would have started Naby Keita next to Henderson as well, and you know, just tell Henderson to defend. But if Henderson can't defend, maybe start Milner as the defensive midfielder, maybe start Carvalho instead of Naby Keita, start Milner and Henderson, so you have two really good like defensive players, but then start Fabio Carvalho or bring him on. I don't understand, why is Jurgen Klopp not trying to develop Fabio Carvalho? Why on earth did we sign him then if he's not even getting on in games? Harvey Elliott is playing every game. He's getting subbed on in every game if he's not starting. Fabio Carvalho can't get a look in for months. He scored a goal against Man City straight after the World Cup. And after that, he doesn't get a game for 5 or 6 games in a row. And I don't even understand what is going on with him. Let me know if you know any insider information in the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. It was more of a rant than a review video, but I hope it was at least entertaining for you guys to watch. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.